What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Because period, we back in this motherfucker with a morning read. Okay, so grab your coffee, tea, your drink from last night that you didn't finish, so it's still on the nightstand. Whatever you got, okay. I already waked and baked. I've been up way too long. So, trigger warning, but I know twin flame energy is going to come out in this reading. I'm starting to get pretty used to the synchronicities and how they affect my sleep pattern. So, but I'm really happy to be awake with you guys. I'm really excited about this reading. I did receive the download specifically, and I've already forgotten pretty much what it says, but it's something about embracing your ego. It's something about embracing your ego. And so I'm a Leo. Okay, I'm a Leo. And I'm a Leo sun, and I'm a Gemini moon. So, the moon, my moon sign rules intellect and communication. And that's often something that I have held back. It's something that I just kind of have sat on since I pretty much left my religion as a teenager. I just preferred to blend in, and the things that be on my mind, the things that go through my mind, the way that my mind works, it puts me in a different level or category, or it would come like if I saw the type of people that I attract, but a lot of them I pretty much judge harshly, like, okay, what the fuck? Like, you're weird or um, lame or whatever, okay? But the truth is, it was interesting. That's the truth, is that it was interesting and it intrigued me because it was also within me or a part of me. I just wouldn't do it that way, or I wouldn't wear it that way, or I wouldn't embody it that way. I wouldn't, I don't know. There were some specifics, and it kept me out of certain groups and out of certain connections and away from certain people that really I wanted to connect to. At least my soul did. But physically, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, because they're not on what I'm on and I'm not on what they're on. The groups that I fit better into, prefer, or I felt more comfortable, it would ruffle like less feathers, and it would be less competition or competitive type of energy or jealousy, envy, those type of things, if I would just kind of play cute and dumb, so to speak, like, because that is a part of me too. I literally can go off on a fucking wave, and that's Gemini energy too. We could be all up in the fucking air, like we just don't care, literally on cloud nine, doing just fine while the rest of the world is left behind. That is a part of us. But anyway, I went through this whole journey. First off, because I married a Gemini, so you already know. But I had no idea about that part of me, had never even looked into moon signs. Okay, definitely opened my mind to start to look into things that I had kind of shied away from or been afraid of. So as I learned more about myself, I had to learn to embrace that part of myself. And tarot has really helped me with that. But one thing that's coming back to play is that you can't run away from who life has already created you to be. You can't run away from your whole fucking authenticity. Your ego is a beast. There was a time when you first found out what your fucking zodiac sign was, and nobody could, like, for some of you, nobody could tell you that wasn't like you. Okay, it's like, wow, how the fuck did they like just know me? Okay, because it's not just like what you were born into, but it's your family, it's your roots, it's like everything within this cosmic energy that is us right now currently as a whole. It's all of what you needed to to like kind of fix your avatar so that you show up as your main character. Okay, your ego, your sun sign is your main character. It's how you show up when the lights are on. When all of the lights are on you, when the spotlight is on you, that is typically your character, your sun sign is. But you go through different facets of life. For some of you, your ego was shamed. Your ego is blamed for everything. Like I said, you may have had to like tuck it away or dumb it down, or you started to face other people that had you tap into another aspect of your personality. Okay, because we're all multifaceted. That's what I really truly feel. If you're not multifaceted, then you aren't fucking real. Like you're not really reacting to reality. You're reacting to some kind of controlled measure of reality, essentially a whole matrix that you've created for yourself, but it may or may not be anybody else's truth in relation to you. So anyway, something about the ego helps us to be grounded, rooted, and really face the facts. Okay. But we face the facts with our heads up, and everybody was supposed to be able to do that. But there are a lot of systems in place to create this shame or guilt for being confident about who you see yourself as when the lights come on. Okay. For like playing your role, showing up and playing your role. Um, but anyway, let's get out of that. Let's get into the cards because I have no idea what the reading is about. But if I keep channeling, I'll probably channel from whatever that phone line is I just picked up. Off this wave. All right. All praise to the Most High. Spirit, what's this read? What's the energy? What do we need to hear? What do we need to see? What do we need to know? Some people cannot accept your reality or even survive in your reality because their role, they don't like the role that they're cast in. They don't like the role that they're cast in. There are people who want to be the star in your reality. They want to be the key player in your reality. This is your movie, but they want to play the starring role. It might, like, it's a movie of your life. It's an action movie of your life, and someone wants to play the star role. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? You can't do that. But there are people who want to do that. Okay. What do they call them? Biopics. This is your biopic that you're living out in real time. Okay. Reality TV at its finest. And there is somebody who wants to play your fucking role. Like, you're literally here, but they want to play your role. Okay, so they cannot exist in the reality that you've created for yourself. It don't mean that your reality isn't real. It really doesn't. It doesn't mean that your reality isn't real unless you know that it isn't and you're lying to yourself or kidding yourself. But everybody is not going to be that cooperative component. Okay. Now it's the big wigs behind the scenes that are pulling the strings to get us to move in ways and reach different areas of our authenticity that attract people into our reality, onto our movie set, that will not even play the role that they've been cast in. Like, that's part of the excitement of life and the what you can't really anticipate. Those little moments where you tend to co-create with someone, but as you get to know more about them, you may decide that you want or don't want that in your life. Either way, your movie is what it is, if whatever you say it is, and whoever these other people are, they have their own movies too. So in their movies, you play a side role, and you may not be a cooperative component to how they see your character playing out in their reality. I'm just looking at this because it says ground yourself in the reality that you choose for yourself. ground yourself in the reality that you choose for yourself. That's really your protection when you have people who are aggressive towards you, because we got somebody here, people hurt themselves trying to trigger you. So you may be like, you may find yourself under spiritual, emotional, or mental attack very often. Likely, if you're moving in this type of authenticity where people want to like literally take you out, like your understudies are uh getting together and conspiring how to take you down and take you out so that they can play your role, okay, in your life. um they literally like, they want to take you out. So the thing is though, your role must be, your movie must be amazing. It's got to be. It's got to be, because why else are they trying to? Why wouldn't they just play the key role in their own life? Or even if they like your character, why not add that to their star role in their life? So it's something about, either they can't do it, or they really just envy or jealous, are jealous of you. So you have this natural protection. What I'm saying is like, um your spiritual detail, your security detail could be so high level that they cannot get to you. So they can't take you out physically. They can't affect you physically, but the most that they can do is try to affect you or take you out mentally, emotionally, energetically, spiritually, like to knock you down. That's to fuck with your crown, okay? To humble you, to bring you down off your game, so that when it's action time, when the lights come on, you don't look the same. You, all of a sudden, you don't know your words. All of a sudden, you don't know what role you're playing. It's like they've scattered your mind so that you can't even you can't even show up. You can't even show up and play your part. So there is someone that you could be like, maybe there's like a okay, some of y'all have a connection. You have a connection, because I'm seeing two people. I don't even know what you call it, but like you guys are co-starring or something in each other's lives, but like as equals, like you're both the stars of the show, of the movie, whatever. This role, this person wants that role. So maybe you're not taking yourself out of there. This person can't take you out of there, but they could be trying to taint, like change, like I said, affect you mentally, emotionally, energetic, spiritually. They need to knock you down so that you don't show up the way that you typically would. So that the director, okay, you guys would end up canceling each other out of each other's lives, out of each other's movie screen. So this is like third party energy. Somebody is getting a star role in your life. Like literally, they're getting a star role in your life, and you've got these people in your cast that are conspiring on how to get you guys to turn against one another, or how to get you to not show up as your authenticity so that somebody else can cut you off. And there is something about you embracing your ego that nails this role for you, or it's like you show up as the person that you cast yourself as. You got cast in this role because of your ego. It's the physical. Your soul will attract everything that you are, even the things that you don't want to be. It'll attract all of it so that you can see it, you can clean it up, you can fix it. It's all just mirrors. But there's some aspect of your ego that deliberately and intentionally singles out people, almost like you are auditioning them to play a specific role in your life. You see them as like how they talk about people just getting discovered off the side of the street. I remember hearing about, it was some girl or some guy that I think it was Tyler Perry, and I think it was in Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. But they found him he or she was at a bus stop, and he's like, that's them. It's them right there. So it's like that type of energy where somebody walks into your life and they could have been in their ego, but typically they are, because that's what shines, that's what catches our eye. That's what you're here for. And so they show up and it's like, oh my God, this is who I was looking for. This is the perfect person to play this role. That's what I need. All right. So anyway, somebody's authenticity is getting them a role, but I think it's like a leading role. And I don't know, but you stirring feathers and shit. So maybe you've already gotten communication about it or you will soon. We have transparent communication in 3D and we have class clowns. So I don't know if someone, it says laughing through the pain and making fun. All right. um, Irritatingly popular. So whoever this person is, they have a popular vote. Or this could be you. You have a popular vote, okay? People could trigger you, but the way that you show up, like the way that you, so somebody could do something they're not supposed to do. I don't know why Spirit is having me talk about this as if it's a movie. So I think like a lot of you are going through this part in your life where it's kind of like you're in a matrix, a specific matrix that you're trying to get out of, or you need to ascend. And part of embracing your ego is how you do that. It's you know what it is? It's the version of you that people always tried to pin on you, but that you were too humble to accept, even though secretly, quietly, behind the scenes, you kind of know that you that guy, you that girl. Like, I don't know. That's only for a select few of you. I think that's why I put 144 on there. Yeah. Like literally you were your soul specifically chose the ego that you're in. So whatever your sun sign is, whatever your moon sign, go get a whole birth chart, because all of these things that we've been talking about, or that we talk about when it comes to spirituality and cosmic and I don't know, what is that word? Not the zodiacs, but where it comes from, astrology and all of these type of things, personality, the Carl Jung personality and all of that. Your mind, how it works, INFJ and INFP, those things, personality tests and stuff like that, is all orchestrated. You chose this before you came here. So your soul is a cooperative component to whatever all of these things are telling you and showing you about your ego. The music that you're attracted to, the music that was written for you, about you before you even became it, or even after, it tells the story of where you've been and where you're headed. Like, this stuff is not a fucking coincidence. But I mean, if it is, this probably, I'm not the reader for you currently. But if you are past these synchronicities in your life being coincidence, then let's continue. Let's go further. So, all right. So you have a class clown. That could be you, though, is what I'm hearing. It's like, I don't know. That's what I was saying. It's that role. It's action. And this person shows up on cue to do whatever it is that they're supposed to do to try to sabotage you. But you're not playing a character. You were just chilling on the set. So when they come in, what they think you don't expect is what you actually expect. And you turn it around on them and get you get a laugh out of the whole crew. So now you're not the one who looks irritated or whatever. It's this person that looks like a fool. I've seen it. I've seen it play out in a movie before, probably in real life too. But anyway, there's something about that. Like, you're very flexible. Literally, it could be the final director's cut of something, and somebody throws a line in there that they don't typically, or they make a move or try to get you to do or ask you something that is not part of the script. So you really don't know what to do. But I'm talking about, like, improv must just come natural to you because you really shine in those time periods of life. Like, yeah. We got scam artists, scheming, scamming, and stealing. Oh shit. The Empress in reverse, y'all. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh my God. This scam artist, man. All right, so I'm just going to read the cards first, okay? And then I'm going to get into it. This is somebody's baby mama. It's somebody's baby mama, okay? Um, they're karmic, likely a fire sign or an earth sign. Taurus, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius specifically, or Pisces, okay? They're jealous. Okay, Queen of Wands in reverse. Jealous, pushy, demanding, vengeful, hot-tempered, selfishness, insecurities, vengeful, twice. The Empress in reverse. Insecurity, creative blocks, lack of progress, overdependence, emptiness, and suffocation. Okay, so this person is a succubus. They're a succubus. They're a low vibrational succubus. We're talking Jezebel spirit. We're talking Medusa type of energy. We're talking Queen of the Damned. Like they can only queen if the energies are essentially dead. Like the people around them are like, they've got to be on a lower timeline or not in their right frame of mind. They have to be like weak or feeble minded. They have to be broken down for this feminine to rise. Like this is how they reign. Okay. They could reign through emotional abuse. Emotional abuse, neglect, like it's kind of like where they come in, get your attention with the Queen of Wands. They get your attention. They kind of wheel you in and then they cut you off quickly to kind of scatter you where you become confused. And then this person dominates that way. They become assertive. They typically like to stay in masculine energy, but this is likely a female. This is someone who typically is out of ideas unless they have your energy to attach to. So when I was saying like succubus, this is someone they attach to your sexual energy. They seek out people for their sexual energy. Is how your attractive factor, your attraction energy. And for some of you, it's not even that they have like a sexual connection to you, although I did say this is someone's baby mother, but they could be attracted to you and it's not sexual, but it's likely your sexual energy that brought them in. But it's actually the sacral energy where the sexual energy is held. And that's usually the way that people pick up on if you have a strong sacral chakra. If your sacral energy is very clear, it's because of the ideas that they get from it. It's life force energy. They get ideas, their creativity bursts. They know what to do. They feel guided. They receive clarity. So there's some kind of leadership capabilities that you give this person, some kind of sexual, pleasurable, like their senses are elated or ignited or opened up and awakened, is what you would give this person. So the reason that they probably show up like this to you is because when you detach and take that back, they lose essentially everything that makes them feel seen. This is that literal energy of like doing anything for clout, like just to be seen and recognized, but it's not really their truth. They'll do whatever it takes to get what they want, but it's not their authenticity. They're doing what they think would have the outcome that they're looking for. There's very manipulative, self-serving. Okay. And I mean, I don't know the specific situation, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of what I'm saying, I mean, any of us can be in those situations or scenarios, or, you know, you please somebody because you receive their energy and you know what they like. So I'm not like being judgmental at all. But there's something about this where with scam artists, it's a scheme. Like this is not a good energy, especially because both of them are in reverse. So Queen of Wands is already toxic. Like they carry the actual toxic energy that people go gaga for in the upright, but in reverse, it's the kind of toxic that makes you go night night. It's the kind of toxic that takes your soul. It's the kind of toxic that is not good for you. Um, it's draining, suffocating, which we have here with the Empress in reverse. Um, very hateful, very vengeful, very chaotic. It's not a lot of peace. It's as likely somebody you probably don't get a lot of peace with, or you probably can't get a lot of sleep with because this person, um, their energy, it like haunts you. It's demonic. So yeah, especially with the Empress, the Empress, period. The Empress, the Emperor, they represent divine energy. Um, In the reverse, though, they represent entities, but they could be low vibrational entities. Likely they are, especially attached to the Empress in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse, because the Queen of Wands represents energy. The Empress represents divinity, divine nature, spirit beings. So, yeah, this is literally someone who they typically are operating out of body. So that's why they don't show up. It's like they are there, even if they could be cast in a role as your best friend or something like that, but or your sister, your brother, your lover, but they're always going to be an antagonist to you. And it's like the entity that rules them. It just takes over them. They become like an op in the Matrix. One of those, what do they call them? Mr. Smiths. Yeah. Mm-mm. Okay, because yeah, this person, they're not being their truth. And they're stealing your energy to do whatever it is that they're doing. It's like somebody who's scheming you because they're already stealing your energy. But then they're gonna scam you too into feeling like they're doing something for you, but actually you're the one that put the energy in there for them to even get the idea and have the motivation to carry it out and deliver it to you. So it's really like a gift, but it's a gift on you. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but it's like that's just what it is. Okay. So I don't know, but with this person, whatever you're getting is always a lot less than you really think it is. And they likely intend, they may not always reach that because the Empress is in reverse. So the Empress in the upright typically gets what they want out of situations and dynamics. But the Empress in reverse, they typically self-sabotage it. So likely whatever benefit they were hoping to gain or upper hand or whatever scheme it is, it never turns out that way for them. A lot of failed attempts, which is why this is one of those type of people that you would be like, well, why do you continue to do the same thing in your life? And it's because they're operated by an entity. They're not moving through any individuality or authenticity. So this is why you really have to embrace your ego, because that's how they're attacking you. That's how they're moving with you. They're trying to tear down your ego. You could be giving this person your whole heart and soul. They cannot see it. That makes you better than who they have to villainize you. That Queen of Wands in reverse, they want war. This is about control, domination. Pull your ego out. I'm in my ego. I'm doing my thing. Pull it out and battle with me now. They can't battle with your soul, with your truth, with your essence, with who you really are. They can't fuck with your authenticity. This is someone who wants to compete where they do not compare. But the ego takes them to a place where they think they can, but it's only if you pull your ego out. But I'm getting that you don't need to pull it out for this person because it's not going to be a fucking fight. But what you do need to do is ignite the power of your ego. It's like, you fight your enemies in your sleep. Like your ego, big bank take little bank. You spiritually, this person is bankrupt. The Empress in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, this person is energetically and spiritually bankrupt. You are energetically and spiritually wealthy, but you would have to use your ego to, you have to embrace your ego for that to become real. The ego is our physical, what makes us real, what really puts us in our body. You have to fully be in that energy in order to harness all of the power of who you are in the here and now. So this person, battle round after battle round, this is what this person wants with you. They want this battle, but they're trying to get you from being so grounded. They need to get you out of your body so that they can have this. They're trying to send you to this entity, essentially, to have this warfare with you mentally. But they're coming in physical in their ego in order to pitch your ego to separate from your soul. It's like somebody who wants you to let go of essentially who you are for an upper hand. It's some kind of scheme. They're trying to achieve something. What does this say? Memories, missing someone and reminiscing, recalling. Someone could be recalling a time period when this has happened before, or this could have been something that you were able to do to them, like you did it on cue. But for some of you, you are also ignited by an entity that you may worship or serve consciously, like God. Typically, people who are not intending to move according, like they don't do things because they feel spiritually inspired. They just feel inspired. It's usually a double energy. That's why they don't know why they're doing certain things. They don't know what really moved them. It was a lower vibrational emotion. It was jealousy. It was envy. It was pride. It was hurt. It was sadness. It was guilt. It was shame. It was anger. It was rage. Okay. It comes from those lower vibrational energies. So typically they do not know why they're doing what they're doing because they are under demonic influence. When you look for divine inspiration or you move through divine inspiration, um, you're very consciously aware of the entity, the energy that is motivating you and how your actions play out for you. That's why it really, if you worship God, if you worship a God outside of yourself, you have a very strong strategic mind, whether you know it or not, but it could feel as if you don't. And that's usually because you pretty much have given that God this power to help you to maneuver through life as an assistance. And so it's like the strategy part of your mind is on autopilot. But you could also consciously move and be aware of how that energy, that entity, that God moves you and how those actions play out in life. And then you can use that anytime you need to, whether you're feeling divinely inspired or not. And that goes with like deliberate creators, okay, where you may serve out your purpose or you may fulfill your calling or your destiny, because that's what 144, you have an anointing. That's coming from your choice to serve a God outside of yourself. And that is a high vibrational energy. You have to do the work to be in the right space energetically on the top of the vibrational scale, not at the bottom. The bottom is demonic influence. The top is divine influence, godly energy. So this is earthly energy. This is spiritual energy. You have to do the work to climb up that vibrational scale. Most people center somewhere here at peace, which is in the center. But it's also the fence and it's also indecision. So that's typically the time period when people are not in their egos. They're actually in their soul truth. And really, that's when you're the strongest or the most powerful. So I'm getting, though, that you may have moved from inspiration when you were high vibrational. They can't compete with that, but they will try to retaliate when they catch you down here or even somewhere up in here. They'll try to, catch up with you and duel with you on an ego level. But if you are this close to peace and you go into that energy, then the attack just has a blowback effect. But they don't know why they are even moving and doing what they're doing. They're under demonic influence. So you're really combating and defeating the entity that's running them more so than the human being, because they're not a threat to you. Whoever this person is very low vibrational because they don't move in their authenticity. So they stay stuck at the lower end of the scale. You could easily just fly up in this area, and you would just battle out any entity that would keep you from being up here or doing what you wanted to do. But this person's job was to keep you from being able to be in this peace energy where you not only can move through this energy up here, but you also are aware and conscious and facing and able to maintain control over the lower vibrational. Wow, you are this center energy, this is alignment. Somebody is yeah, you're really showing up. You're showing up now. Like in your life, you could have been a runner. People, situations like this could make you run. This is the getaway card. Hold on, I'm trying to center it. Get away. This is the getaway card. This is the runner escaping. Okay, like I skirt off on the motherfucker. Like you got to go. Okay. Wow. Someone could be remembering too. Now that recalling, that's what could have triggered this person into past behaviors. Someone is desperate to get you out of this role that you've been cast in. It could be in your own life, or it could be in, like I said, it could be like third party where this is someone else's life where they play a role, but it could be like a supporting role and you're being cast as a lead in this person's scenario. They are desperate to get you out of this role. So there was another situation where you ran. This is a time period where you were not embracing your ego. So, because I'm thinking about Leo, I'm a lion. Leos are lions. So you were playing like a putty cat or something like that. Like you were playing a lesser version. Just think about whatever your ego typically is, or you can just think about your sun sign, how that energy rules or affects you. You may have succumbed to, I don't know, like peer pressure, people pleasing. You may have put your ego away because you were more widely accepted when you put your ego away. You got a big ego, but you may have like a really good reason to have one, but you put it away for the sake of someone else. But that never works out well for you because, like I said, this is where they think they can battle you. They think they have a chance or an opportunity to. Like, oh, I think I can take them. Because their mind is controlled by a demonic influence. They literally have no memory of how you have already conquered and defeated their ego so many fucking times that it has blown their mind. This is why they keep trying the same thing and it doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work because you already defeated them on that level, but they're still there. You're moving up. This person is still stuck in some devil's lair. They don't, like, they're not all there mentally. Yeah, like the role they've already been, oh my goodness. The what do you call that when they put the casting list is already out. Everybody knows whose role is what. This person keeps reverting back to past energy because they're trying to figure out how to defeat you, but the only thing they can do is run the program that they last used to defeat a version of you that no longer exists. You got to hear this. You have to hear this. Oh my God. Yeah, whatever this role is that you are currently playing, I'm trying to tell you, this has been taken. This is a role that was given to whoever this person is that's attacking you, this person that tends to try to hurt you. that continues to hurt themselves, it is because you have chosen to accept a role that you've been cast in that this person once possessed. With repossess, this is being taken away from them. They have been stripped of their title, of their role. Okay, they have been stripped. They have been knocked down from this role that they were once cast in. This is like I said, if you were playing a supporting role with your person, they used to be the supporting role. Okay, but the movie has moved on. Whoever that past person is, no longer the star. Now the person is going to finish out the rest of the movie to the end, the real person. So somebody was a catalyst and you're getting your real person, or this person is your real person. That's why we have long haul. You're going to finish the movie out with this person, curtain call. Okay. At least those are the intentions. Like whoever this person is that we're talking about, long haul, in it to win it, long-term intentions, invested. They're already invested. They've already retrieved or retracted or taken back whatever was going on here in this past situation. So whoever this person is, yeah, they couldn't. I said this person is spiritually bankrupt. They are piss poor, morally, spiritually, ethically, emotionally. Their emotional tank is on E. Yeah, okay, because Empress in reverse. This person's emotional tank is on E. That's unfortunate because they definitely have children. That's somebody's baby mama. But they could really be needing to do some work internally on their emotions because they're like running on fumes currently, which is why they likely were attacking you. They're rancid. They're hungry. They could be attacking. They're bloodthirsty. They're thirsty. They could be attacking you. They could be attacking, if this is like a feminine, like I said, baby mama, and this is your masculine, he didn't took that dick away. So they're losing a grip. They're losing their shit. Because that was how they were getting this energy. He don't have to pay her much attention, as except for how long it takes. But without that, she doesn't have the authority to get what she was getting initially. This is like where the bank count, they turn off your bank card, you try to go in and get a little energy on credit, and nope, declined. You're out with your friends having a good time and you think you're gonna tap in to that spiritual bank or that energetic cord with your past person. No, they've changed. They're coming back with the credit card. They're gonna cut it. Like, this is saying fraudulent. You don't have access to this account. They're trying to pull money out at the bank, and they're like, oh no, that account was closed. Your name was you were taken off of this account. Default on payments, financially incapable, repossess assets. And so I'm really getting to, for some of you, this is a past life connection. We get metaphysical. I don't know who. Oh, because 144, you guys are likely my collective that's very conscious. So yeah, you had past lives. You actually repossessed. You took this person back from them. This is like you gave this person to them before you came into full awareness of your past life experience or who you are in totality, giving your spiritual energy and your physical energy. It's like where both of those natures and mentalities and entities meet, where you like really come into your whole soul truth. So there's a soul recognition, but once you recognize this person, all of their other lovers or whatever, it's all non-existent to you because this person, they are you. That now we're talking about twin flames because your soul is the same. You see your the literal reflection of your actual soul being played out in the physical. There is nothing that confuses you to that. So if they could call it, take you backsies, But for you, it's like, no, I just found the other part of me that I never fucking left or leave, because you guys are always in sync mentally, emotionally, on a soul level. You guys were already linking up. It's just the physical that brought you into harmony in 3D. And then you got to play it out with all of the different, you know, I don't know, there's like a whole season of the two of you working through trying to bring in harmony and sync your soul and your physical so that you guys can get back together, which is alignment. But you have to stay there long enough for the both of you to find each other. So I don't know, but this past person, whatever role they played, it was taken away. And this is likely the role that you're getting, and this person knows that, like, you're going to be in this role to stay. You're going to finish it out. So the only thing they can do, I'm getting so many visuals. Who is that skater, that ice skater? And the girl cut the back of her. It's a bunch of them. It's that kind of rivalry where they try to take you out at the knees. So that means that they try to obscure or distort your vision or your perception of reality. They try to change the storyline to get into your mind and to get your energy. Because they're thirsty. Yeah, karmic, third party. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. Karmic, third party, relationship, and lessons. Okay, so this is a lesson you were meant to learn. I don't know if someone practices mindfulness. This karmic could practice mindfulness. So they come off very aggressive or powerful, but they are not very powerful once you realize that they are moving in a reality that doesn't exist. It's the one that they've created, but it's not a cooperative component to the actual reality being co-created by everybody involved. So it's a major blowback and a hard fall for whoever this is. All right, I'm getting something about party here. Turned up, party, drugs and alcohol, surface pleasures, and sex. Supersize me is in reverse. Not doing too much, not excessively, and not overindulgence. Okay, this is good energy here. This is good energy. So I don't know what this is, but it feels as if whoever this person was that tried you, they tried you at a time period where, like, it couldn't have been a better moment. Um, Something is really easy or simple. I think you just handle something that's massive, but you handle it. It was very easy and simple, but this is a big push forward or a big level up here. For some of you, this could be in your connection with this person. I am doing a third party reading later today. So if this is resonating with you, you're probably going to really like that reading later. But like, um, yeah, this is about enjoying the moment. This is about enjoying life. This is kind of like where the cast takes a break and party. Okay, they party. And the party could be on your dime. Like, you know what I'm saying? The party, if I'm not talking about financially, but like energetically, the party is on you. So, okay, there's an aspect of this being really easy for you, but having a double blowback effect for this individual because the energy that they likely could have been um, like boasting in or trying to antagonize in is yours. And this is someone that you've already repossessed your energetic cord from before. So it's like, it's kind of like they don't know. So someone could have put the final nail in their own coffin. It's like mm, yeah, somebody did it to themselves. It's like you give this person enough rope to hang themselves. It could just be like a sweet leash, because this person tends to like to get into that wild beast energy. So you could have just given them just a little bit, like you gave them a taste to see what it would create, how they would perform, how they would act. And this person, like, literally, they hung themselves. Especially because it looks like it stood out even more because of the energy that you guys were actually in when whatever this is happened. It really was not the time period for it. So this person tends to attack when everybody's having a good time. Like they cannot have a good time. They cannot stay rooted in the moment of having a good time because they got way too much on their mind, way too much resentment, riddled by all these demons, demonic influence, demonic mindset. This they need whoever this is may need medication, not drugs and alcohol. They may need medication. Because whatever they're living, they are not having a good, they're not having a good time or easy time accepting the reality of it. This is why they keep escaping and using your energy to get out of it. Whatever they're dealing with is causing mental issues, it's causing mental problems. Like mental health awareness is key here. It could actually be this person. Like, it's honestly, for me, mental health issues are contagious. They're contagious. People that tend to hide or mask their mental health issues very well, they can affect your moods and affect your perception of reality. These narcissistic behavior patterns. Narcissism is not just a fucking abuser. They have mental health issues, like serious ones. And they use them to manipulate and abuse. And we just cast it off like, oh, it's just a narcissist. No, they kind of need to be on some medication because they're affecting other people, which essentially is kind of like contagion. It's fucking contagious. It's contagious. That's why a lot of times, I mean, sometimes, and 144, typically you are one of those. You are the walking antidote. You could have been raised by two narcissistic parents and you would be the exact opposite because you are the antidote. Oftentimes they would rise above their narcissism, or it is already, they evolved when they had you, because who you are makes them have to be a better version of themselves mentally, emotionally, and physically than their predecessors or ancestors, whatever, past generations. But yeah, 144, you're the antidote. So whoever this person is, they karmic in, they toxic, and they're biting and trying to convert other people into this lower vibrational energy. They're just converting more minions for whatever this low vibrational entity or devil that they serve. For some of you, it's a cult. This keeps standing out to me. I don't know. I'm hearing Buddhism, shamanism, or something like that, but it could just be a practice that they have of mindfulness or meditation, but they tend to do it from a distorted mindset, a distorted point of view, not in their right mind. So they do these things, and like it's like amplifying the negativity, amplifying the pessimism, amplifying the worst case scenario, amplifying the signal of whatever this low vibrational or demonic influence is. So who they are is probably a whole, like their truth is a whole lot better than how this person shows up to you. which is why you may feel comfortable around this person because you don't even have to try. You know who you are. Like the worst of you is probably, it could possibly be the best they've ever had, or the best they aspire to be. Okay, the worst of you is what I'm saying. And that's just because of the energy, because it's not their truth. It's just that they're capped down here. When they operate, when they can meet you in this median, you get a better, you get better from them. But again, it's like they can only stay as long as you can afford the bill. You have to pay for them. They're all hoes down here. We all are, essentially. If somebody wants you to do, and move in your character role the way, they're going to have to pay you. And the way that they pay you is energy. The energy they feed you helps you to pretty much abstain from the negativity that you would need to, so you can operate where they want you, and then to facilitate the things that they want you to be able to do and to motivate you, that energy. But it's all energy that they're pouring out. So whoever this person is, you may have hired or contracted, you created a contract. That's what these karmic contracts are. But you are the leader of the contracts. So, like I said, you rule upper and lower vibrational energies. So you made a contract with this person. They reneged on it, on the contract, what they were supposed to do, how they were supposed to behave, what you paid for. This person did not, they reneged on that. So you are detaching and taking your energy back. But when you do that, it does cause like a reaction. This person reacts. It's kind of like realizing the leash that they were on in the first place. This person, like I said, they moved delusionally. They could have thought that they had you on a leash, that they were getting exactly what they wanted, that they were the ones facilitating the energy the whole time. Bitches can't see me or nothing is what I just heard. Like this person may, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to masterminds. 144, those are masterminds. So these individuals don't have control of their mind. You not only have control of your mind, you have mastered your mind. They don't have control of their mind. You know who moved through the devil owns the fence, okay? So if you can get to peace guides, for those who are down here in the lower vibrational scale, you are like the devil and they are in hell. So this is how this karmic feels. Like they're in hell. And they can't do what they need to do to be the same as you or to have the same power as you. But they can sometimes, if you let them into your lair, you give them peace by extending your energy. Oftentimes, they're going to try to take you out and take your place up here if they can, to take that wave, take that ride. Or they could use that energy to try to affect you and keep you stuck down here while they stay at peace. Like they try to rattle your feathers or create disharmony for you so that they can take your seat at this peace. Ooh, so it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like you're getting somebody out of jail, but I don't know if you can trust this person. It's like you're giving them a get out of jail free card, but every time you do, it seems as if you end up having to take it back. You have to end up detaching, you have to end up taking it back, you regret it, or something like that. And I'm getting like there was not even anything to facilitate this. Like everybody's having a good time. This should be a good time. You're out of jail free. Okay, just a free ride. You extended your energy, something that you had like you took from them before. This is something that they would fight to get. Okay, but they get it and then they shit on it. All right, I don't know, but it's a lesson here to learn. Yeah, we have penny pinching, so you may be stopping this. How much you're spending your time, your energy, your focus, how much you're giving to this, you may be pulling out of this. Why? Because it is not an investment that is invaluable to your life. It does not pour back into your life. The sacrifice is not worth it, or it's too great. It's not money well spent anymore. It's not energy well spent anymore. It's not focus well, placed anymore. Yeah, peace, laughter, wholeness, overjoyed, and smiling. So it is you. I thought so. You're the class clown, but this is how you cleanse or purge yourself. And it's like people, you're popular to people that you don't want to be. Whoever I'm talking about, this karmic could fucking be like a fan of yours, like literally. They love who you are, okay? Like, love you so much, they probably like to be you in rooms that you aren't in, or they may keep you out of rooms specifically so that they can be who you are without you seeing. But yeah, they love the fuck out of you. So this person, they can't keep their eyes like press, 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 press. Cardi don't need no press. Kill them all, put these hoes to rest. Please tell me who they gonna check. Pop up, guess who, bitch. So yeah, this could be somebody who loves to step in your shoes, loves to play your role, but then when you pop out as you, what the fuck you think they're gonna do? What they do? Karmic and try to throw stones at you. So I'm getting that, you might got hit by a stone. Okay. But you let it roll off your back. It also helped you to cleanse something. So this was part of your detoxification process. And maybe it was a little funner, or it was better. You had a good time while you know what I'm saying, did this detox or this purge. It didn't have to be this whole prayerful, dark, cold, I don't know, just this dark space where you had to purge these feelings and all of this. You didn't have to go through that. For some of you, this could be someone, and that's the level up here that you're seeing within yourself, how you've mastered and conquered yourself in relation to this person and anybody else that moves like them. Because this is the gift that keeps on giving. It's not just this motherfucker that ain't gonna be able to fuck with you or touch you. It's anybody that moves like that. Like, send all your demons, send all your minions. Like, I won't even fucking see them. Your focus is you're so in control of your focus, is what I'm getting. Even when you're supposed to be relaxed and having a fucking good time, and likely are. You're the class clown with turned up. Literally, like, yeah, very unsuspecting, but you get the last laugh. You get the last laugh. And I'm getting like this is different for you, because this could have been something where you were triggered into having to heal and deal with these very tense emotions. Okay, and it's just because of your awareness. You're able to see things that other people can't see. So if you react in your authenticity to whatever it is that they're doing, it would seem as if you've lost your mind or you're crazy. And some of you don't care. You're going to pass go and do it every time. But for others of you, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So, or you have other invested interests. It's a role that you actually want to play long term. I said for some of you, you want to be with this person, or the person that this person is trying to keep you, wedge some kind of gap between the two of you. This is someone that you actually want to be with. So what you want to find is a peaceful way to deal with the people in their life. You want to be a whole grown up, like for real, for real. So you're going to find that peace, and you're going to find that ease, and you're going to heal, and you're going to deal with your own issues, or you're going to get a fucking support animal or some shit to assist you, some therapy, or take a fucking pill, whatever you need to do to gain this peace. Or you're going to laugh and shit on niggas if you have to, but you're not going to be going through this whole dark night of the soul and all of these sad, whatever as rituals. Okay. But I feel like somebody, oh yeah. They were sneaking too. Whoever this was, they sneaked you. I got tiptoeing, tiptoeing, avoiding getting caught, acting shady, sneaking around. But sneaky link is in reverse. Honeymoon is in reverse. Kinky ways is in reverse. There's literally nothing going on except for somebody is swept up in love with you. So that could be your person. This long haul energy. You are not together, but this person loves you. What they're trying to do is avoid being caught as somebody that loves you, or being seen, maybe even by you, as somebody that loves you. That's what they're up to. That's the sneaky, underhanded behavior that your person is up to, trying to hide the fact that they're in love with you. But you know what they're attracting? Karmics like this who are sneaking in. Ooh, sneaking in. And you know why? Because they can't tell that this person is invested, or maybe they don't know what this person is invested into. So that's why I said that's what's leaving the room for these delusions, that this karmic is creating a delusion for themselves based on the fact that someone is hiding the fact that where they're invested. Like, yeah, someone's hiding or distorting. I don't know. Y'all got a whole shit show here. I mean, it's not even a shit show though. Like, if this is a real show, people would tune the fuck in on the edge of their seats every week. Here you are, a class clown, just having a good time. Shit starter. But there's something that you did that is a little extra. So if you attracted extra from this karmic, this is why. But you have to know they're extra. You're going up the scale. You're more than somebody anticipated. This person's going to be, they won't supersede your expectations. They're likely going to disappoint you because they're already right here in your energy. But when you try to do more than someone contracted you for, then that means you're moving. That's why I said they're running on fumes. You don't have enough in your bank to facilitate whatever this little side gimmick or side action. Like, you're trying to create a separate storyline. You don't have enough energy to do that. I didn't pay you for that. You don't have it. You don't have the energy, you don't have the mind, you don't have anything to facilitate that. Why is this so funny? But like, literally just oh my god. You gave this person enough gas to get up the street. This person is like, "Oh, watch me. I'm going downtown, okay?" Cuz period. Yeah, period. You're going to be stopped on you might get a couple extra blocks, but the tank is on empty. You're done. What are you talking about? You're never going to get to wherever you're trying to go until somebody gives you the energy to get there. And you're definitely not getting it here. And it looks like whoever your person is, they're not giving them this that much gas either. Okay, I'm done because I don't even know. Sometimes I do not let myself go at the table. The reason why is because when I get too tickled and I don't know why I'm laughing, I always feel self-conscious, like one of my haters is watching it and they know exactly what part is for them, and they just like, it's gonna hurt their soul so much that I'm laughing so hard, but I don't even know what I'm laughing at yet. Like, I have to watch the video back to know why I'm laughing, y'all. But I promise I'm gonna get to the point where I don't care about that. But it's still a little part of me to be like, shut up, laugh. I feel like I'm like laughing in their face, and I don't know who exactly. Well, I may know who, but I don't know why. Like, what is so funny? What did I just clarify, or what did my subconscious just realize that I'm like about to be in this perpetual state of like uncontrollable laughter, like hysterical almost. Oh my god. Jesus. Let me get some of this coffee. Boy, what time? We've been on here for an hour. We going in today. Well, you know what? That's why I told y'all. It's y'all twin flames. And as soon as I open that fucking portal, they all come running in. This is why I know for sure, because just I cannot wait. I just need my twin flame to show up and confirm for me that they are my twin flame, because I'm gonna tell them straight the fuck up. Then you gonna have to pay the fuck up, or I am going to repossess all of my fucking energy. Like, I don't know how, but I'm gonna be doing all those meditations. I call all of my energy back into myself. Like, I swear, you are done. You're done. Because I know I have to get paid for the twin flame journey. I have literally, for the past 2 years for sure, I have been trying to detach from the twin flame journey. I have really pulled back on how many love readings I do, of how many times I specifically and intentionally tap into those readings. It doesn't matter. The energy still comes for me anyway. So now I'm just like, who fucking cares? Just let's go. Maybe the only way out of okay, fuck. Duh. Don't you hate when you have epiphanies on shit that you already knew? The only way out is through. Fuck it. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm done. I've got it. I'm done. Like, aren't I finished? I just hear my son like, not yet. Not yet. So, fuck. That's really what be irritating me about this. I'm not even, I would love to be irritated. I would love to just be irritated that I don't have my twin flame, that I'm not with my twin flame. Because I used to be irritated about that. That was very beautiful. But at this point, I'm just irritated that the shit is not over. Either we gonna be together or you're gonna go away and completely out of my energy. Like, you're going to completely set me free in a way that I don't have to see you, think about you, feel you, you know what I'm saying, hear you, sense you, none of that shit. And then I can just be riding another day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, I'm off my leash. My son's not here. But yeah. I'm off my leash, and I really want that peace of mind, and I think I'm just gonna have to get right back to it and just blast through this fucking energy. Like, I swear, I'm gonna race to this finish line. I want to be done with mine, whatever the outcome is. I really don't give a shit at this point. I am just ready. The finish line is so close that I keep thinking I've already crossed it. So that's how I know it's got to be almost over. So for some of you who have been in that twin flame, maybe it's time for me to start doing more research too, because I believe these journeys with your twin flame, they cycle between 3 to 5, 7, 10 years. Some maybe even stretch out to 15 before it's like pretty much a wrap in this lifetime. Okay. So you get completely out of it where you can't even sense your twin. This is what I'm trying to do, but I'm trying to cut that time in fucking half because I can't. Yeah, literally. Thank you, Spirit. So somebody's connection could be on a lift off. Okay, we're in twin flame energy now because I just had a whole rant about how, whatever. But I've also accepted the fact that the only way out is through. So I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for you, but it helps me do it for me. I think that it helps me to break free and push this energy. So thank you. So anyway, thank you, but don't not thank you, because y'all people be so fucking aggressive and they downloads are so extensive, and then they make me feel like I need to hurry up and jump on it and get that reading right now. And then it just, I don't know. I was kind of enjoying my little lackadaisical energy, but life just won't let me be. I got to do more than just be. I just want to be a mommy, and then I'll be a wife when it's time. But I just want to be a mommy for now. Life be like, no, more. All right, so fast action, progression forward, the wait is over. We have lift off here. Let's see. I'm going to just start with a couple of these because it was really hitting in that last read. So a couple of these, and then I'm going to pull the shadows out because, twin flame journeys, it always be like that. Oh, they about to do, lift off. That's because when your energies pretty much co-create with one another, you have sex astrally. Even if you're not doing it intentionally, your energies intertwine. It's the two snakes, the Kundalini awakening. That's really, a lot of times that's what initiates it. It's a high level soul contract. It's like you both accepted the reality of the connection. Okay, at the same time, you align. And it can be your twin flame, or it will be a high vibrational soulmate, spiritual counterpart. Okay, sometimes I call them kingdom partners. Yeah, especially with the 144 chosen and all of that. So this is God's war. Okay, you're fighting for the God within you, but you have to battle. Your snakes will battle it out, will duel it out with one another. Um, these are the energies that live within you, and it has to do with all of the people that you have connected yourself with or kind of like rooted yourself to in this reality. It's like the duel, like, ooh, east side, west side. What is that? The west side story could be significant for your twin flame dynamic. Like anger, something about anger issues, anger problems. This is because you guys take the leadership role in soul connections. There's something about the minority report too. But you're like policing anger. You have really learned to control your anger issues, and you may have thought that you were learning. Yeah, I'm cleaning my ear out right now, like my ear is itching, my left ear. You People are probably speaking badly about you, like your anger issues, but actually they have no idea who the fuck you are. Like, because whoever you've been with your twin is nothing in comparison to like the time period that you've known your twin. You've probably been the best version of you when it comes to your anger issues. uh it's nothing like they've ever seen beforehand. Okay, so there's something about that here. Anger, because I'm hearing anger management is significant. I'm hearing even I feel pretty, and that's the West Side Story. That's so it's all connecting. But there is something here, yeah, about anger issues and the minority report. You are taking the lead in how to work through some very tense or heavy energies, but the way that you do it is not just the lift off in your life or this acceleration, is level up in your life, but you are going to shed a light for others to level up. Like I don't know, you could have just, it's not even that excuse me, yes, thank you. You may have people who have gossiped about you, lied on you, and told stories about you from the past and your anger issues. But those are thought waves, thought patterns that exist. So it's very possible for you to be in a susceptible state where you could literally just tap into it or walk right onto whatever someone tried to create for you as a story that's not really your truth from your anger issues. The minority report is like the anointing in you, the God in you won't allow you to go through that. It's not going to allow you to go there. And it's going to help you to counteract whatever these attacks are that will try to put you into that. And you're shedding a light for somebody else. Like they may not be aware. I was telling you about people that's moving out of body, out of character, because they're riddled by demons and demonic influence. They're possessed, okay, by a demonic influence. And it's got them out of pocket. That means they're susceptible to those rage demons too, all demons. So that rage demon, that's where a lot of that wild shit comes from, the next first 48 hours and all of that other shit. Literally. So I don't know, but something's going straight like that. You could literally be helping somebody. It may not even have anything to do with what's going on right now, but later on in their life, these situations and circumstances that they could come up against, they're going to have better defenses, so that they don't even push up against that kind of reality. And for some of you, you're doing this for your family, so that they don't go through or be, triggered into angry behavior, like anything that you have experienced or have been. Your children will be ascending with you, so they won't have to go there. A lot of you are training your children to pretty much stay at peace consistently, like on a regular basis. Like that's pretty much their dominant vibration. That's home. That's like living in total alignment. They may do it more than you. That's amazing, actually. It's a testimony to you if they do. Okay, so let's see. Tell me about your twin. Yeah, see. Wholeness, overjoy, smiling, and peace. Okay, so there's something here that they're excited about. Your twin, confirmation too. Something smells good, or somebody's happy about something, or something is looking good, or something like that. They're excited. Um, they're excited about this movement forward. They could be saying goodbye to someone. This person could be a little toxic. Your twin could be a little toxic, like they wanted to kind of like chuck up the deuces and kind of get a good laugh at somebody before they took off, okay, before they took this action forward. Yeah, literally. SOS, distress, act with urgency and assistance is needed. Someone was trying to detach or disconnect from a certain situation. Here, your person, honestly, this could be somebody on the set and they're crazy. We're talking obsessed. They're obsessed, like scary obsessed. And you sent out, or your person sent out a distress call, or if you felt like you were receiving a lot of energy from your twin, this is likely what it was, is that they were under distress. They were stressed out. I really have been controlling a whole lot of my readings. I'm just kicking it with y'all right now. I haven't done this in a while. But yeah, so distress, okay. I feel like doing a lot of story times. All right, let's get back to it. So, yeah, your person was under stress. Your person was under stress. They were stressed the fuck out. Um, this person could have been stressed the fuck out and really needed relief with you. They could have been looking for relief with you, like a sexual relief, because they were stressed the fuck out. And honestly, it would have been a good way to kind of get out of whatever it was that they were currently feeling or dealing with. Okay. Um, we have Page of Cups in reverse and we have the Ten of Cups in reverse, but this would not be healthy. So I feel like someone was crying out for help because they didn't want to do something that they felt would be really unhealthy. Like the way that they wanted to move, they didn't want to move that way with you because they feel like it would not have been to your benefit. It could have actually been to your detriment, or it could have been to their detriment. There could be part of this situation is like almost baiting them to behave that way. Like I don't know if I said it here or if it's a whole nother reading, but there's Mm, it is. It's another reading that I think it just went live today, or it will be at 10:10. It's a new upload from yesterday. But the video, something in that reading was talking about um, someone wanted you to be less. Oh no, it's a post that I made on the community board that someone wants you to be less, okay, because they don't want to be more for you. They don't want to be more for you. They don't want to be better for themselves. They just want you to be less so that you'll put up with or deal with their toxic mess, okay, or toxic BS, the same shit. But anyway, it was a post, and I feel like there's something here where your twin actually knows that. They know that. Either they know that that's what they want from you, or that that's what they want from them, to kind of just, drop down and just do it like the rest of the world does. But this is not their truth. Like, your person believes that there is more with you. They feel like they don't have to just give in to their primal or their cardinal desire in the here and now. Like, they don't just have to fuck it out, to move forward or to be okay or to rejuvenate. But they could be dealing with a karmic that this is all they know how to do. Okay. This is how they regenerate the energy. They suck their dick or they eat them out, or they hit it from the back, and then we're back. Okay, everybody's back in alignment. Everybody's doing it. Like, I'm telling you, there could be. I feel like this probably is a divine masculine energy, and they could be very sexually healing. So it's going to be a release for them of whatever resistance that they may be experiencing, but it would actually line up the karmic, line up their chakras so that they can get to moving and operating the way that they're supposed to. But like I said, somebody needs a fucking support animal. Like, you need to cleanse your sacral chakra. If the only thing that's going to get it for you is her nana or his ding dong, that's not enough. It's never going to be enough. Never. So someone is like, that's not enough for them. That's what I feel like your person, it's like, I feel as if I've been saying this, the divine masculine, they're throwing it at them right now. You could be, even when you're in your divine masculine energy, I feel like, not that maybe they're not throwing it at you, divine, feminine, but when you're in your masculine energy, it's like they're all calling out to you, like, come and get it, come here, look over here, look at me, hey, look at me. Like, everybody wants your attention. And the divine masculine, they're just throwing it in your face. You probably can't even, you try, like with the windshield wipers. It's raining women, it's raining pussy. I don't know, but that's what I'm getting. So it's a lot of temptation too, maybe around the divine masculine, but whoever I'm talking about, they wanted more than that. That's why we have Save Our Soul. So the reason you receiving this energy for them, or the reason why you kind of felt this with them, and maybe even the way that they're behaving or what they're trying to do, it's because they really are possibly trying to move through this energy with their soul intact, with their heart intact, like being their full and total truth, not having to resort to what they used to do when they were like scumming it. You know what I'm saying? There's something about them not being their truth, not being who they really wanted to be, taking the easy route out. They were settling with this energy, essentially. This person is karmic. So they don't want to settle anymore. They don't want to settle for it. They don't want to do it. In fact, they're like past ready to move on with it, to get on with it, to get out of it. So they could be crying out to you emotionally. We have Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, because their cup is empty. Why? Because this karmic has been draining them. Because they're trying to survive. They're trying to survive after this masculine has detached and taken their energy back, and essentially probably taken their power back. But if they are still being a little toxic, that's why, because they keep giving a little bit of their power back to the karmic. But it's like you're trying to hold on to a vampire that's losing their shit, and you think you're not going to get bit when you get close. They keep trying to feed them and give them a little bag of blood. Yeah, they're going to bite your fucking arm off eventually. But whoever this person is, they could just, I don't know. They may be really good with keeping people on leashes, and they, tend to act right because this person, divine masculine, divine feminine. But when we talk about your masculine energy, is how you show up in people's lives in the physical. That is very, like, I mean, that's a goal. Okay, everybody wants a friend like that, a man like that, a woman like that can show up for them in the physical in a clutch. Okay, come in clutch. Okay, I love that word now. Come in clutch. Okay, but yeah, everybody loves that. It's the person that shows up. It's the person that literally kind of saves. Okay, so that's who your masculine has been, or that's how you show up in your masculine energy. So whoever this person is, they're having a very hard time detaching from this situation, because they've got these people that they do have in line, but at the same time, they're easily going to bite them the second that they get a chance to. And then later on, they're not going to remember what the fuck they did. So there's never a time period for this masculine pretty much to feel comfortable in treating this karmic reciprocally, like according to the energy that they're actually perpetuating, according to the lower vibrational energy that they're actually vibrating. Like, this masculine feels like they are forced to treat this person better than what they're really due. But that's because when your masculine rises up and connects with you, this person has to rise up too, because they're holding on to this masculine's curtail. They're holding on to his coat. So when he rises with you, when you rise, your masculine rise. When you move, I move. So the two of you are moving in sync. When you move, your masculine moves too. But you have to know these karmics are still holding on to the fringe of his outer garment, the fringe of his outer garment, just the fringe of his outer garment could cure all of their ailments and worries and fears. This is who your masculine has been, fucking Captain Save-A-Ho and Superman for a lot of people in their life. So when they detach, these people lose their shit. They're losing their grip. They're losing their shit. They're losing it. And then they know not what the fuck they do or to even be in that space in the first place. So they're blinded because they're not consciously in this high vibrational energy. They're riding the wave that your masculine is consciously taking. Their minds are breaking. They're moving up into a space that they haven't even began to facilitate enough mindset or mental clarity to understand or see anything. Like they're not ready. They're moving into realms that they aren't even ready to be in yet. Coming on to sets and playing parts that they really truly have not even read over. It's not authentic to them. It's not even in their heart. So I'm just giving, I guess, I'm not trying to do this on purpose. I know the way I be sounding is like I'm always taking up for our twin flames, but I swear to God, I don't want to. Like, I'm literally like, here you go again, spirit, taking their fucking side. But I'm going to hear everything that channels out of my mouth, because somewhere in between, you're going to find yourself and your person, and you're going to understand something clearly, and it's going to help you. It's better to know the whole and total truth and not just what's going to make you feel better about yourself and feel worse about this person. But that's kind of how life wants to pit us, is that we can't feel better unless we tear this person down. They're the exact opposite of you, and yet the very same as you. It's the one person in the world that you can condemn as much as you want to, but they're that one person that will shift your fucking perspective and tell you like a way. They can give you a scenario in which you understand the shit, and you would be the exact same person or do the same shit, or you would have fell right into it, or you would have did it just like that if you were put in their place, because your souls are the same. But the way that you're seeing things and the way that you were raised and the way that you were conditioned, your lives, that's what you came here for. You're ascending one single soul by coming here as into two separate bodies, so that you can learn these lessons in life separately and then come back together in this reality and dominate. And then create others. You can incite others. You're raising your children to be these whole people. A lot of your connection, this twin flame dynamic I'm talking about, that's likely your purpose. Twin flames always have a higher purpose in life. That's why the call for you guys to do the work and come together is so strong, because you literally have a purpose, a higher calling. There's a knowingness though. And whoever I'm talking to, part of you was to show others how to be whole within yourself. But the way that you're doing it, you're not doing it by yourself. You're doing it with the help of your person. They're either pushing you, triggering you, or calling you into your authenticity at all times, on all subjects, in all vibes, in all areas of life, regardless of how you're feeling or not feeling. Like, I promise you, all of you, you're facing all of you. This is the work that people go entire lifetimes and never do, which is why they keep coming back into karmic contracts and they live these sentences out that they consider to be slavery and woe is me, but it's because they don't want to learn a lesson. They're like a stagnant soul or a new soul. And you know how kids are. Some of us, we had to hit our heads a whole lot of times. We had to live a whole lot of lies and keep coming back before we finally got sick of that and wanted to get to the next level. And then we follow the rules, follow the blueprint. Okay. But anyway, so what's this? Unhealthy relationship. All right. So their cup is on empty because this connection with this karmic is unhealthy. It's unhealthy. It's not beneficial. It has a broken family, and it's happening because of the lack of love. There's a lack of love in the connection. There's a lack of ability to love in the connection. There's also a serious lack of authenticity, accountability, and acceptance of reality. So this has resulted in a broken family, separation due to the conflict that um, it's something to do with existence and non-existent. Like, you guys are creating separate lives that you don't even exist in, or who you really are is not how this person really sees you or wants to cast you. So they keep trying to cast you into a role, and you're like, no, I don't play those roles. Oh my God. Literally was just talking with um well, I don't know. It was a long time ago, so it don't really matter the context of it. But it was talking about, like, it's so dope as hell, these actors that get paid to pretty much show up as themselves. Like, of course they get, a script that they have to read, but in every movie they pretty much, if they hired you, they created that part, that character for you, like hoping that you would accept the role and play it. Otherwise, they'll get somebody else that can kind of fill it, but nobody's going to get it like the person that they really wrote it for, and they're writing it for these people's authenticity. Denzel Washington is just a great example, but there's so many of them. But I consider Keanu Reeves to be another one too, and he was standing, out in my mind. But like, you show up as you. People want you. So that's what I'm getting here is, like, nobody could really fill the role except for you, but they typically have to find somebody else that'll just do. But that's it. They just do. They're just the catalyst. It's not the same. It's not the same. They can never fully fill those shoes like you would, or you do, or like you have. Okay. Because that's what I'm talking about with twin flames. You've had these past lives. Which is why you have all these vibes and visions, and it seems as if, like, it's so strong and so intense that it feels as if you have literally lived this in existence with them. It, like, your soul, your whole body and everything is calling out for something that you never even had. It's like, why do you want it that bad? Why can't you just shut this off or close this door? Because you have had it, because you've had it in excess, because you've had it for lifetimes. It's yours. It's you. Like, literally. So that's why it feels like that. Like, I mean, the thing is, a lot of twin flame unions were meant to show you your obsessive tendencies. But with your twin flame, it is not obsession, it is soul recognition of the highest level. But it is supposed to shed a light on all of the other connections that you have that are seriously obsessed, because you will start to feel and embody certain behavior patterns. You will be called to do certain things that are like an obsessive tendency. You would, at least that would be in your category, like, this is obsessive, this can't be healthy. But you have been blinded to how people have moved in that energy with you, likely your entire life, until the shoe is put on the other foot and you now feel this way with this one person. Who is this one person? Your fucking twin flame. So, the addiction is not just to the person, it's to the game. The game is finding yourself completely and totally in a way that nobody can defeat you, not even your fucking twin. You can be staring them down, but y'all gonna finish that fucking movie to the fucking end. It's the twins battling, and somebody's got to go out, but it's gonna be whoever is not being in their authenticity. The goal is for both of you to have the guns at each other at some point, like, where you take each other out of this past reality so that you guys can move through to the life that you're supposed to have together. But likely you're going to have to learn how to work together even when you're pitted against one another. Shoot, if you embrace each other with those guns, you know where those guns go? To catch your back and anybody else who's trying to attack you or your person. So you guys, you're going from kind of like butting heads and attacking one another to pretty much taking out all of your opposers or whatever's. Okay? Something about that. but you're also killing that within yourself. So this, your connection probably is coming together. It's too much work in this connection. It's too much work. You're too close. This is probably the most high vibrational or high level shit that I've ever gotten from the twin flame journey here. It's 8:08 on the clock. So a lot of you could be experiencing like total heartbreak with your twin flames. I may get some energy on that as well. Um, for some of you, you just went through a heartbreak, okay? And this is the energy, the new energy coming to you before that is created in your reality. I just got that with the 8:08 to 8:09. Okay, so some of you may be in heartbreak at this time. If you're resonating with this reading, likely you're about to jump timelines where you're going to be able to see a more overall view of your twin. Like your perspective is about to, I don't want to even say shift as much as awaken or expand. Okay, you're going to gain more information. But this is going to help your connection to lift off. So you have a new chapter that's about to start here. And whatever it was that you were guided to do from the heartbreak energy, that's what's creating this new cycle so soon. That's what's creating this breakthrough so soon. That's what's creating this new energy that we're picking up on so fast or quick for you. Okay, so yeah, what is the lift off? What are y'all about to do? I said I was gonna pull the shadows out too because it is really good, but you know we gotta go all the way in with these twins. We just have to, because y'all whole human beings, y'all be up and down the vibrational scale. That's how y'all twin one another. Neither one of y'all is trapped in hell. You guys can go up to ecstasy bliss whenever the fuck you want to think about it, and or get, you know, whatever do, and you can get down to the bottom too. So so yeah, you just never know, because your twin could be down here and you could be up here. Y'all free spirit, free agent, free brain, but you got this insane chemistry. Okay, how that chemistry be chemistrying when y'all be pouring y'all cups out to those karmics? How do that be working for y'all? Because whoever I'm picking up on, they're not the only person to have karmics. You got karmics too, but you could have been because you know that last energy, one of you could have been penny pinching and the other of you was way too, like, you could have okay, so I'm getting like one of you is like dosing your karmics. You're like dosing them with a little taste, a little bit. The other of you has completely severed all ties, pretty much energetic cords with your karmics. So somebody is, yeah, you guys are not in the same place. It's because of how you're handling your karmics at this time. So one of you is like, really, you have had a whole changed mind and a changed vibe as a result of how you're moving in this new energetic space. If that energy don't meet you, you don't fuck with it. Okay, this other person, likely your masculine on the other hand, like I said, Superman, save a hoe, save anybody. Okay, so they are likely still connected to a lot of bodies, a lot of physical bodies. So that's weighing them down. That's why they're in. That's really probably the only difference right now, or the thing that's really coming in between you is likely the energy. It's because their energy is depleted, or they're being weighed down, so that it's hard for them to ascend. It's hard for them to ascend. And that's where they get into this energy of not just complacency or acceptance or making the best of it, but this is where they move into the energy where they're ready to move forward, take action. They are above the law. They're above the ground. They're in control now. They're in the driver's seat. Okay, 144 just hit. So for some of you, this is where your masculine energy is headed to. They're getting ready to accept their crown. They're getting ready to accept their throne. They're going home. This could have been why they sent the call out to you too, because there could have been something that they had already worked through or done and realized that their job is done here. They're done here. And they're ready to move forward. So your energy is what's propelling the connection forward. And you could likely have been pitted, like your life You were already conditioned to probably be this way, but something in your life knocked you back into this energy where you were more energetically clean. Okay. But that's because somebody has to continuously move forward. Someone has to be an eye in the sky while somebody is the eyes and ears on the ground and moving more. They have to move like with a lot of soundness of mind. And it could be because of the attacks or just because a lot of people are trying to root them and pit them back into these past cycles and scenarios with not just them, but with you too. Like they don't want your connection to a sin. What do you think that means for them? A sin. You guys are leaving. You're moving into a space where these karmics, they can't create. They can't even, they don't know what the hell to do. They can't even facilitate anything. All they can pretty much do is take orders. If when you guys ascend up here, everybody down here kind of just, it's either they can be self-inspired or they're going to just be receiving inspirations that come from your clarity. It depends on how you see them, how you've cast them in your life. You may have people too that you have called into your life to play who they are and not just read the script. Okay, you actually like their authenticity. And then there are likely karmics tend to be a reflection of you that you want to see. But if they don't do that, then your like for them, your love for them can become conditional. And you may be learning the meaning of that and how those karmic contracts go. Okay, because it's really it's an agreement between the two of you. Abort the mission, that's a kill. Like, okay. Okay. What else here? What was we talking about? The liftoff? I haven't gotten another card yet. What's the liftoff? My coffee getting cold. How's my battery doing? Looks like my battery is doing good. Okay, yeah, this might just be a longer reading. I don't mind. Maybe I'll actually be ready to go to sleep. Oh no, I don't have as much battery as I think. Okay, let's go. Queen of Swords in reverse. They've been ready for this action or this movement forward. They just didn't know what to do. They really didn't have a lot of clarity about how to move. They really probably couldn't see you or where you were at. And it is because they're having to navigate or combat with so much. It's like war on the ground. So you may have been out of the warfare energy, but your masculine was still there and still dealing with it. So that's mental warfare, emotional warfare, spiritual warfare. So their mind and their heart has been attacked, but they did have their heart intact, okay, because that's their phone, and they managed to keep the phone. So they managed to keep the heart secure in order to be able to reach out to you, to reach to you in whatever way that they chose to. But their heart was the only guidance to know that this would work. It was a leap of faith that your masculine had to take, that you would answer this call, okay, that you would get this call, and that you would be able to see through the confusion, that you would be able to see what it was that they could not see or could not communicate to you, okay? Queen of Swords in reverse, Ace of Cups. They also, if you felt like there's some kind of cycle here where you were kind of cold with your person or cold to the situation, this is exactly what they needed. The Queen of Swords in reverse is giving me like they specifically were asking for this version of you. I don't know. It's just something about like there's the cold hard facts, just the fucking truth. You know what I'm saying? Just the goddamn truth. That's it. Yeah, they're actually looking for it for healing. You could have been at rest. This person knows that, but this was like they needed you. It was your time for action. What they needed was clarity. So you were relaxing, I'm getting, resting, contemplating, you were at peace. They disrupted your peace and they disrupted it strategically, purposefully, okay, with intent. The intent was to save you guys from going through some kind of distress or from them going through distress. They needed assistance. And there was something that was happening and it was closing in or happening quickly. They could have felt like they were being closed in on quickly. Okay, so for a lot of you, you wanted a Superman. You wanted a Captain Save a Hoe. You wanted to play the hoe for once in your life. you had to be willing to make that sacrifice as well too. So you would have to learn to be and do as this masculine is, because that's really who you want them to be for you. But you have to be able to be that for them. A lot of you with these twin flame journeys, a lot of us with these twin flame journeys, we're not just learning, like we already know how to be a lover. Likely you may have mastered the skill of how to be a lover, to be a hubby, to be a wifey, whatever. You're mastering the art of being a true unconditional friend. We have rebellion, personal beliefs, free thinker, new approaches, and subversion. Yeah, literally, this was it's ooh, your masculine is mm. I got no. Let me get these shadows, because see, this is what happens here. I will stroke that masculine energy so tough. I really will, because it be worth it. I be like, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. And if I don't have it in my life, and if I see it on this table, I'm not going to shit on it or pretend like it don't exist just because it's not here in my face. I'm not going to do that, because that would be counteracting all of who I am. First off, my authenticity. But secondly, I can't attract that if I want to shit on it for somebody else. So I would never do that. When I see a divine masculine, and I'm talking about female or male, whoever is embodying that masculine energy, but that shit be so like lit. You hear me? That energy be so fucking lit sometimes on this table. I get agitated when it's good like that. Whew, Lord. But let me see though. See, this is how we temper all of that, by combating it with the cold hard facts. So we have fear of failure. So yes, they were very strategic. Yes, they were thinking quick on their feet. However, they were moving from a space of fear. But we do have Harpy moving through with fear and with power. We have Harpy, a creature of many guises and storms I soar, amid virtues and vices, a reflection of life's score. This person was in full out like battle mode. This is survival mode, battle mode. This person, okay, they were on their throne. Whoever you're dealing with, this is why you got to embrace your ego, baby, because they need you. They need your ego. Whatever the hell you guys go through or will go through, as a result of how cool your connection is, because it is that. If we're gonna go back to high school, y'all the prom king and queen. Like y'all the, not even prom, because that's after the fact. I'm talking about like you just started high school like this. The twin flame dynamics, if you come together as a connection, you're automatically leading edge, cool as fuck. Like you can get a following right now. It's actually a need for realistic twin flame dynamics to be captured and talked through publicly. Like I looked on YouTube. It's really like the resources are pretty low. The connections, they say it and blah blah blah, and it sound good and all that. But I'm talking about like the real shit. I haven't really seen it. So if you do come together in physical reality, it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. It's very cool. Um, so you're gonna need your ego to protect it, to protect you, and I feel like you're conquering fear in relation to your person being able to handle your ego. Yeah, I'm getting, because somebody is like Lorena Bobbitt. Like I don't know if this is just an energy, but you will cut a motherfucker cleaned off. Okay, you will castrate a motherfucker. You will take it away. Do you hear me? And even for the masculine, like cutthroat, this page of swords, and you don't miss. Behead a person quickly, swiftly, just one swipe. Send them home. Send them up the pot. Devil is alive. Okay, so yeah. Woo, them egos. So, it's the fierceness of your ego, which is why you know what to anticipate. You can call them out from the wild. You can call them out from the wild just by being. Your soul truth is what calls these people out from the wild, because your soul is so, you have old souls, so it entails so many different lifetimes. There's so many experiences that are active in you. You are literally call people out the wild, out the woodworks, but it's that soul smile is what makes you susceptible, because you allow them in. But your ego is what actually defends you against all of these wild, because I'm just seeing The Walking Dead. I'm seeing Thriller. So yeah, they come for you. And I feel like your person, this was a leap of faith too. You see, I think I said that they were at warfare, but it's almost like the war was going down on the ground. They had to seek higher ground to even get out of the smoke, to get out of the distress that was going on, to even send this signal to you. Your person had to get to higher ground to send out this signal, to reach out to you. But there was a little bit of fear that was built up in it, and that may have gotten through to you. It was like a little insecurity, just not knowing for sure that they were going to make that landing, that call was actually going to get to you, that you were actually going to be able to see through, because there's so much surrounding them. They may have known that too, that their energy is very, like, it was tainted. So just not knowing how pure that signal was, or if you were going to get that call, if you would answer that call. It's a lot of faith. I don't know about a lot of faith, but it it was. But I don't know if they consciously would consider it to be that. It was kind of like needed. Um, but anyway, it was a leap of faith. Okay. But they took it from this place of fear that something was going wrong and that they needed to act quickly. Okay. So let's see. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, rebellion, personal beliefs, free thinker, and a new approach. So this is different. They handle whatever the situation is. I feel like it's a level up for your person and how they dealt with the situation. Okay. They could actually like reach out to you for help this time, instead of trying to do it on their own and then doing the exact opposite of what you would expect or what you would need. But that's not really what they wanted to do. It's just that they couldn't see you, couldn't feel you, couldn't sense you, so they kind of did not know the right way to move with you. They would just do whatever was going to work or service them. So I feel like your person may have actually wanted to take you into consideration. Yeah, we have the Raven, knowledge, death, and energy. So your person essentially had experienced some kind of ego death, but the ego that died was one that they know you want to survive. So they were literally calling for that from you, or their soul was calling for this. I heard reverberation. I have to look that up after this, but this revelation, this resurrection. Okay. Yeah. And this could be Scorpio energy. I don't know if I talked about the signs, but this Raven with the death energy and the knowledge, this has a lot to do with Scorpio energy or transformation. Um, yeah, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, fire signs, Taurus. Okay. Well, people pleasing. What they're focused on right now is actually pleasing you, or being pleased by you. For some of you. Yeah, this could be someone who knows that they pleased you and they are looking for you to please them as well. Um, we have Ghoul in reverse, so there's no thirst here. So I feel like the love is flowing between the two of you. If you're not feeling that, then you may need to do some work internally or spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. You need to clear your mind and get in touch with how you feel. Sometimes it's as simple as clearing your energy with 3 deep breaths and really just taking in your actual feelings in the current moment. Not how you felt about yesterday, not how you felt when you first woke up, not, how you felt when whatever that commercial came on, but literally in this very moment. What you're feeling, what your true emotional resonance is. Are you depleted? Are you depressed? Are you sad? Are you anxious? Are you worried? Are you angry? Are you irritated? Are you slightly satisfied or dissatisfied? Are you content? Are you peaceful? Are you present? Are you satisfied? Are you a little excited, eager, energetic? Are you feeling elevated, inspired, aware, conscious? So find where you are. And I feel like you're going to locate this energy, not just within yourself, but with your person too, because it's flowing. That's what I want to say. It's like it's flowing. So, likely whatever it is that you are feeling right now that you want from them is actually what they want to do. Whatever it is that you're feeling they want you to do is what you like. What they want you to do is what you want to do. um you are, I feel like you guys are attracting one another's desires. I feel like in this energy, in this love, is a lot of awareness of what your person deeply and realistically is desiring from you. All right. Whether or not you answer those calls is up to you, but I'm getting that you have a connection here where someone is completely in the right energy, element, mindset, and place in life where they can actually be this. Okay. Where they can take advantage of this. And for some of you, you might have another connection that comes in and jumps off just like that, because these are calls that you are sending out. But anybody can actually answer them. Like I said, there are other, you can have a kingdom counterpart, a kingdom soulmate. It's a high vibrational spiritual counterpart. There are other divine masculine and divine feminine that can answer this call for you. And for who I have on my table, I feel like you do have a twin that is answering that call. But again, if you continuously hold true and stand on your truth, you're sending out a steady signal into the universe of what you want. And whether or not your person, your twin, is actually in the energy to be this for you in reality, your signal is the same. So yeah, you could have someone else that is going to answer this call, and they kind of benefit off of all of the work that you've done with your twin. But you get paid, and this person likely has done this work with someone else. Maybe they've had a twin too, so they've done this work with their twin too, and now both of you are literally ready to answer the call for somebody who wants to be it in reality. So that means that your connection likely will take off very fast. It could be very fast paced and quick moving. And if it's your twin flame, it's the same thing. It'll likely take off because you've done this work. You've already laid the foundation. So it's just waiting for you to do the countdown, or the countdown. I feel like the clock is already ticking right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. That's gonna be the end of this video. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm in love with your souls. Peace. Don't forget to like and subscribe.